Thank you. Let me turn it over to questions. And I think I'm right on time, so I think I can do 3 or 4 questions. Or unless I'm gonna help Doris and catch up, let's do 2. Yes. You wanna use mine?
First of all, I'm so glad that we have a woman up here. My question is, you were born and raised here, but you took your company public and built your company and built yourself as an entrepreneur outside the Philippines. Do you think you could have done that in the Philippines?
I think timing is everything. I think that the ecosystem, and I'm proud that I'm part of Phil Davrona's on the board with me, and I think it's building an ecosystem of entrepreneurship, and there's a lot of things we still need to do around innovation. So I think my belief is if I waited 10 years from now, yes. But had I done it, because the company's now 9 years old, if I had done it 9 years ago, it would have been challenging. First of all, I've raised $200 million, 111 privately, about 211, and 100 million publicly. And I'll tell you, even though I've raised that much money, it's still a challenge for me as a female entrepreneur in the United States. I talk to 99% of our investors are men. It's very difficult. I am a statistic in the United States. I am less than 2.7% are female CEOs that takes companies public, founded the company. I mean, it is not an easy task. So if there's a challenge here with a lack of ecosystem and support, imagine in the United States that's further advanced, how difficult that would be. So that would be, I think, a challenge both, I think, on the ecosystem as well as the gender issues, although I proudly will say the Philippines has the narrowest gender gap of Asian countries, and it treats its women well. They should. They really should, because they run this country. Women make all the difference. Another question. Back there, sir.
Thank you for a great presentation. My name is Raul Cortez. I actually come from a tech company. And one of the things that I noticed in the name of the company is care.com. To me, it represents technology. And when you were talking about that, when you were starting and you were trying to look for a caregiver, looking through the yellow pages, I think you touched on a very sensitive issue, which is the role of technology in SMEs. So I've heard about technology being the great equalizer as far as SMEs are concerned. And in fact, the Boston Consulting Group came up with a study a couple of years ago which says that companies that utilize technology gain a 15 percentage point advantage than those that do not. Can you share with us how technology has helped you compete in the global market when you were starting?
Sure. I mean, today, as we know, every company, if you're not already using technology, and it doesn't matter what industry you're in, you must be using technology and paying attention specifically to mobile. Technology helped us get to 18 million members to reach out to them. The early days using Google. We still use traditional channels too to actually help with television, to get people online. But today, imagine the efficiency, just as much as Uber, of pressing a button, of how quickly you can go online, you can go screen caregivers and plan to interview them and hire them within hours so that they can help you, and we provide backup care, we provide programs. We're just launching a terrific product for one of the largest technology companies in the world for all their employees, and it is on-demand mobile, and it is going to have them provide caregivers to their employees within an hour of an emergency situation, and the power of technology to be able to do that. And we have a financial platform, we're able to do that as well, and we bought a company in Europe, so now we're actually in 16 countries serving people all over the world. We're building a global marketplace where we're actually taking caregivers from different countries because of my prediction of where immigration is headed, in preparation, building that platform so that you can bring caregivers to different countries around the world. And I have time for one last question. Yes, ma'am.
Mom, you touch my heart. I am a mother with a special child, she's cerebral palsy, and I wonder if you could provide or assist us in setting up one to take care of the less attended unfortunate children. I am a farmer entrepreneur.
Thank you for sharing that. So we've started to develop programs, not specifically here in the Philippines, but we've started in the US, and we're doing partnerships really with nonprofits. The reason we got into special needs was actually California special needs nonprofit approached us and said, Sheila, instead of building a platform that we would have to do and we can't fund it, can we use the platform of care.com? And I can say today we are one of the largest special needs platform in the United States so that we can serve families. Today, about 25% of the families we serve in the United States are low-income households because it's very accessible for people so that they can find jobs. I'd love to get to the Philippines. Come talk to me about it. And we are starting to look at Asia, and obviously our priority has been the countries that we've been in. But Asia will also be a key source, but something that we've got to solve here as well. And thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marcelo.